Actually, now that I think about it, there was a reason why I didn't make these into, more more desirable median avenues because they look so goddamn shoddy with a city block what do you call it? With a city block being less than a freaking pube hair in length. It's just doing median rectangles every single freaking 50 feet. Well, not really 50 feet, but you get the idea. So, this just seems a little less intrusive to the eyes, or insulting to the eyes. I mean, yeah, there's still stops and crosswalks, you know, every stone's throw, but it looks better. And better is a fairly fairly shallow argument. So let's get. This is the 1x1 swing park, right? Yep. Don't worry, elementary kids. Just walk down the street and you can swing to your heart's content. Yeah, another reason that kind of inspired me to not just chalk high density in this entire city is because of what I started remembering. You need a diversity because I've said this many times before and I'm going to say it again. Low density housing attracts families, adult parents, children, teenagers potentially. And when the children go to elementary school, become teens, the teens go to high school, then they become young adults, which they will want to go to college, which admittedly, I think the nearest college is an ass ton of distance away. A fuck ton. I don't know. I'm not even using my expletives correctly. But heretofore, the nearest one is either in Belmont or in fucking original Oblong Hills. Like, Anchor doesn't have one, mostly because they're not supposed to fucking go to school. They're supposed to work in freaking Ouroboros. Like, they're supposed to work here, and yet it still gets abandoned regularly. You know, like the plague hits here every so often, mostly because there's no OSHA oversight or something. But that's just what happens. I mean, overall, there isn't really a college in even this sector, even though they meant to specialize in education, which I guess that just leads to my next point. I will put a college here. Not for me, but for the kids. And I'll put it across the street from the bus stop. Actually, I'll put it next to the offices. The bus stop and the offices. So when the folks from out of town want to go to school, they just ride the bus here. I mean, not internally. This city does not have domestic bus service. It only has intercity bus service. But if you want to go to school, right here. And now you'll actually have a chance at the job market because the jobs are just down the street. Now, that asterisk here, I got to give a disclaimer. Just because the proximity of the school is not just because it's near an actual employment district doesn't necessarily mean you'll be employed. But, it's real life sinking in, kids. Welcome. Grow up. Shit happens. And life is not what you thought it was. So, now this is a college. Or at least, I was going to say university. I'm like, no, wait, still college. The capacity is for high school is good and elementary is decent. But one thing I do like, which I probably mentioned before, this metric, it tells me there's 700 children, 1,600 teens. So with my elementary schools, at the budget it's at right now, is 357 and 357. So that is barely enough for the young kids present in this area. The high school, on the other hand, is 1,100. And this place has 1,600. So I'm going to need at least one more of each school for me to personally comfortably satisfy the educational needs of this area. So I'll just drop one here. Next to the hospital, because, everyone wants to be healthy while learning. It's how they do the internships. Actually, no, wait, this isn't Scrubs. The high school, I have no idea where I'm going to put, though, because I need another one. The hell with it, I could put it down here. Although, before I do that, I should actually finish the layout, the plan that I had in place for this anyway. Would this suffice? I have a sneaking suspicion that it won't. Ooh. Is that even passable? For a pathway? I have a sneaking suspicion that it won't. No, it didn't even turn it to single tile wide streets. I am actually... That's a very fortuitous thing. I'm happy for that. This, on the other hand, might be tricky, because look at that intersection. Like, this is something I was trying to avoid. So I will. By adding another parallel road. No, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to add another road, make it even more a pain in the ass. No. What I could do is, indeed, make this complicated, but only because it's okay for it to be complicated. I mean, it shouldn't be heavy traffic right there. So that should be well and dandy. Then, here we go. I was trying to decide on how I want to go about kind of curbing this area, but it's a nice gentle slope. It's kind of nice how this, unlike the freeform tool, just this doesn't go apeshit crazy and just wants to meander whichever chance it gets. Like it's not on medication, so it just goes everywhere. It doesn't stick its attention span in one spot. I like how I'm continually fast forwarding time and I'm still building residential, but obviously the residential demand isn't there. These are also some very aggressively sized commercial areas. And they're containing, I guess, the demand little by little. I mean, I ultimately just decided, fuck it, I'm going to fill this entire area up. There you go. Commercial. You're good. I also forgot to turn this street into a 4-lane. Mostly because it's probably in the interest of any traffic that is caused by the commercial. Because commercial is never nice to streets like these. And I don't even know what the hell this sidewalk is. I really don't. But at the very least, I can do a decent thing and make that a 4-lane as well. I don't think it'll even be saturated. It's literally just offices. At least we can put the 4 lanes on the edges of the office district to not only wipe the snow off of it, but to at least have some credence for people to filter in from the sides to go straight down the office aisles, as I could call them. So New Oblong Hills is growing at a fairly appropriate rate. I'm just really hoping that the growth, the growth continues at its I don't know, its continuity. Got no words for that one, but I just hope it continues to grow, because it is a little tricky trying to figure out, a way about planning out your zones so that they'll perpetually grow, because that is the kind of tricky thing, is when it comes to why not? When it comes to stuff like this, you have to juggle. You have to really, really juggle between high density and the low density just to promote growth. That's pretty much what was happening for me earlier as an issue. Is there any more heat stations I can reactivate? Moore Point, as an example, is pure, normal industry, and I don't think this cargo ship understands the concept that only one can occupy that space. They did the switcheroo too. I can't even tell which one was the original one. Oh, look, I like how one stayed there longer than the other one. Apparently, yeah, one has more cargo than the other, even though they're in, yeah, you know what. So I might extend Moore Point, or I might just end Moore Point over here and make this entire thing, like a Connecticut strip, where there's nothing here but just one district, and then this other district is something else entirely. Or I could just do like Belmont and split it between the two, but I don't feel comfortable doing that, mostly because if it's not obvious already, I'm using infrastructure, especially the heavier duty, high density ones. I'm using infrastructure as a defining border for a municipality or a district or whatever you want to call them. And here they go again doing their magic trick. I also noticed earlier some of the traffic was coming up here, or sorry, last session was coming up here just to come over here, just to use this turnaround, this goddamn fucking turnaround, because they can't be bothered to simply go down the street and turn over here. Like, what is up with that? You know what? I'm going to try and, here we go. I'm going to try and inspire them to actually get the fuck out of this sector without having to drive all the way down to the next city over. Like, that is appalling and annoying that they choose to do that. Like, this exit exists for a reason. Where's the freeway? Here it is. Hell, I made it double wide. There. Now you guys can get out. Easier. Quicker. Better. Faster. Stronger. And, it's just... Oh, it's disappointing. It truly is disappointing. I mean, I would be okay, kind of, to take out this bottom thing and just have them kind of pile in there too. But this is still a thing. I mean, most of these guys, all they got to do is take a left. Although, admittedly, they don't know how to saturate the roads despite the new road AI. And they are just not wanting to deal with it. Where is it? Traffic manager. Here we go. Often. No, very often. We want them to change lanes often. Will it slow down my computer? Probably, considering last time I tried to use a webcam with this one, it just completely shat itself. So, you know, no stone unturned. The fact that this is backed up as well, and most of them, I guess, are just going forward. Why are they choosing to take a right and going forward? I'm starting to remember. I tried to fix that issue, but they literally did not give a shit. Like, they could not be bothered. Oh, God. They could not be bothered to not drive forward. Like, there is no way I can prevent them from going... Yeah, see? Look, this doesn't have a forward, yet they still proceed forward. I don't get it. I'm about tempted to just literally attach the off-ramp to this section right here just to avoid... You know what? Yeah. It's happening. Because you guys couldn't fucking learn your lesson. There, and then do a reversal. There you go. I could make this road a little bit narrower, but all things considered... I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could turn to a 4-lane. If that's even possible, because this thing is just so convoluted. Oh, look. Boop. I almost accidentally changed this road, but thankfully it wouldn't let me. Let's toggle traffic lights first off. Yeah, you are not allowed to turn right. At all. I know that may cause problems, but for now, they're going to have to turn over here, loop all the way around, and come back. Which I guess is a reason why this was at one point a very busy road last session, so... And they're still proceeding to turn left because, you know, they're assholes. Then again, I'm the asshole because the way I set up this arrangement. Like, I am so adamant and not willing to change, and stubborn, and so not willing to change this layout that I guess they have more than the right to be dicks to me. Which is a lot. Alright, so let's commercial the shit out of this place. And let's parking lot it. It'd be cool if there was a mod that allowed us to charge parking fees. I mean, it's not cool in real life, but you know, in the sense of the game, any little bit of income is nice. I mean, I've seen some really cool toll booth. There you go. Toll booth mods that make some really good toll booths. But the problem is, one, they don't really work with the network extensions, network add-ons mod, and 2, they are just aesthetic. They add a little bit of a police boost, but overall they don't really do much except look cool and slow down traffic a little bit. So, which for some people they're okay with, but for me it's like, I wish it did something. Cool idea, but not something that I will employ, because you kind of gotta specifically build layouts for it. Oh, I didn't turn off the traffic lights here. My computer's lagging. Just because I have the El Presidente menu open. I mean, I'm not even... Like it's almost like my computer's trying to do protein folding. It's like, why? They should be able to handle it. Look at this traffic. Okay, so let's get this out of the way now before the inevitable. Where is it? Change lane arrows, damn it. You are not allowed to turn left at all. Yeah, you're not allowed to turn left at all. Like, no, that is by and large the worst idea you'll ever have in this place. Same thing with this. You're not allowed to go straight. Which some people in the Castro may say, but, you know, it's whatever it has to be. So you can't go straight. You can only go left or right. This one, you can go left or right. I guess they're not really too intruding at the moment. This can go left or right as well. Or actually, do I want them to go left? Actually, if I tell them not to go left, they will not turn to this road, which potentially can and will cause problems. The fact that they're slowing down pretty badly. Like, it is causing a jam right here. What if I turned it to a 6th lane? Would it mitigate anything? The hope is yes, but the truth is no. I don't think it will. But, you know, you can always hope, you can always dream, and the fact that it's actually demolishing buildings as I go is kind of suspicious considering it's not even widening the damn plot that it's sitting on. It's just adding 2 more lanes while removing the useless center lane. God, look at that fillet. Look at that really, really, really generous, you know, and stout curve. Like, I don't think you'll ever hear anyone say this, but that looks sexy. And it's all the way down this line. They're not... I guess they're kind of saturating the street. Do I have to do it? I'll throw an 8 lane down. I swear to God. Don't make me exercise my power. I will throw down an 8 lane. It's not going to solve anything. It really won't. I mean, I have 8 lane freeways too, and I was just so tempted to use it over here, but I just opted for I went from a 6 to a 5 down to a 4. Yeah, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can count, but it just, eh. Wow, for once, I'm actually happy that the residential demand is fairly high. But it's not going to stay like that for long. Especially if I'm doing my job right. This is a parking lot, not an actual park. Like how in some games they portray, you know, parking lots as something that would boost property value, but realistically, all those damn cars in one place is just noisy, a traffic issue that that will go unabated for the most part. So, yeah, it's that kind of problem. Hopefully, though, this looks good. Did I put office on this other side? Yes, I did. I did put offices to be close to the people that work, or close to the people that live here. So they can just cross the street and go to work. And the offices just love the parks as well, so, you know. More power to them. There you go. How is trash? There is 1 recycling plant. Just 1 in this entire damn place. I'm probably inclined to add another one over here. I like how I'm adding it towards this side, even though this is the higher concentration of potential trash creators. To which I say, yeah, if I put it here, it's going to piss everyone off. It actually has a higher effect range because more people exist in a building here in that same sphere than it would over here. Although there's not even space here, therefore I'm better off just moving it down here anyway. Oh well, whatever works. So now this place has trash capability. I might have to reactivate some of these because incinerator status is a little low. Try for that. Is everything okay? Barely. The riskier thing is the fact that just simply activating this isn't enough to just, you know, mitigate a lot of the trash concern, or any trash concern. It's because the moment you activate them, it will start piling out freaking trucks or garbage trucks like a Catholic bunny. It just does nothing but just spew out all these trucks, especially when you do the clear traffic button and it just wipes out all traffic like it's freaking everyone's gone to Rapture. And I mean, it's cool to reload and to give your layout, your potentially new layout, a chance to actually reset and not get gridlocked, but it just creates a problem where stuff like this happens where they will get gridlocked anyway, mostly because they have to resaturate the streets. There you go. Hopefully that traffic light wasn't the thing that was causing heartache for a lot of these vehicles. And I do realize some of the lag is related to my preponderance to always exist in cheetah speed, but I need the RCI to react a little more. I don't like it when it's slow and stagnant. I need it to actually be present in, or actually be an indicator of my zoning, and I need it to react fast. I need it now, so I know how to zone and how much forward thinking I need to apply for infrastructure mainly. Speaking of which, I might need to start putting in subways, mostly because a lot of the surface areas are pretty fucked. And this is also pretty screwed over. I don't even know if my auto demolition stuff works again. Because with every single little tiny update, there's a chance that little prick will stop working. And it sucks because there are so many goddamn buildings, I can't be bothered to individually demolish them. Which, what can you do? I still love the shit out of this game. It kind of disappoints me I can't sit down and play it as much as I used to because I actually have other stuff to do. Mostly because I enjoy the shit out of other games as well. Like, I got back into XCOM 2 after not playing it for 2 weeks also. Mostly because the Anarchy's Children update or whatever, it's a free... No, wait, it's not free. I think it was like a $5 DLC. Anyway, it's an update that allows simply more customization options and armor options for your XCOM soldiers. But it just reset my configs, and it didn't play nice with some of my mods. So, yeah, that had to be dealt with. Surprisingly, not a severe amount of buses chilling around this bus station. But if I check it, the truth may be stranger than fiction. Yeah, it's just a steady line of buses that are still using this goddamn off-ramp. That actually explains a lot. That explains a lot. Okay, here. There's no municipal buses in this area, right? So I can just block buses from appearing in this shitty place. Where is it? Vehicle restrictions. No buses. And no buses. I'm sick of your shitty-ass buses just cutting across. Like, that's not how it works. The fact that they're turning left just to turn right is literally the reason that's kind of clogging up this entire set. It really is. What's also a little bit alarming is that people are turning here to turn here when they could just be taking the goddamn forward route and appear out the bottom. I don't know why these guys are taking such a roundabout way to do shit, but it's not cool. If anything, I'm going to disable that as well. No, you're not allowed to turn left. No, you're not allowed to turn left. You're only allowed to go forward or right. Even though right is no longer an existent option or a realistic, feasible option, yeah, you're not allowed to do that anymore. I'm tempted to just hit clear traffic just to clear this clusterfuck. I mean, this is literally, just based on what I'm looking at, this is borderline Congress right here. I mean, this is not even, it is a mangled mess that does not promote any sort of progress, that is stubborn to change, and has probably done nothing much in the last couple decades. I mean, look, it's 2091. So, I mean, look at that. It's backing all the way up into more point. So, geez. What is... I still like Belmont. I really do. But actually, it's doing fairly well. The traffic for a while, I personally feel like it was doing pretty bad. Right here, it's a little bit of a doozy. It's mostly bottling up because of left turns, right? Yeah, okay, so how much you want to bet? If I prevent left turns, it'll fix the problem here, but it's just going to push it to another street, which admittedly is not the way to do it, but I'm generally okay with mostly because of you at least want to push the traffic, like a junction problem, a junction dispute, I suppose, far away from a high volume junction. At the very least, a problem can occur here than over here, where vehicles can't even leave. Most of these vehicles are probably just trying to turn here in the first place. Therefore, if you jam it up farther up along the stream, it's going to be able to allow a relief in pressure, because by the time they get to there and get clogged up, it's only about 3 or 4 cars versus the potential hundreds back here. So that's something really important to keep in mind. This tunnel system is really really. At this point, I'm going to ban deliveries because there is no reason why there should really be a U-turn service here. Just that is, mostly made up of trucks. So ban trucks, ban trucks, ban trucks. If you want to turn around and go the opposite fucking direction, use your actual designated route. Jeez. Look how thick. It's like they're going 2 by 2 to Noah's Ark, or Belmont Point, as we call it. That is pretty amazing. Like, they're going in... Actually... Oh, now I remember. This tunnel's from this direction. They're coming in droves from the other city. Or, sorry, not other city. The other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... municipalities, or what the... I just noticed this. Cruise ship, cargo, escargot. I don't know, but the fact of the matter is, this is a long line. It's like the bathroom at the Olympics. This is shitty. I can't even manage this. I really can't. There's no way I can mitigate this. Even if I just spam more cargo hubs, that just means more of them are going to occupy this canal. I mean, look at this. Even the cargo ship bay is just... Or not cargo, the cruise ship bay. Just metamorphosizing together. It's a wonderful game. Oh, look. This happened in nightclub. It's called The Pile. All the kids want to hang out there. Funnily enough, Bermuda, I wouldn't call done. Like, Bermuda was my very first area. I mean, Arcade Land by extension. And I feel like there's no reason for me to jut a freeway that ends in nowhere, really, over here. I mean, I might extend it out and have it end in a circle again, like the original Bermuda Circle, but not for a while. Then again, this is the edge of the map anyway, so I'm not going to have a choice. But for the most part, Bermuda is going to expand into this area, and Bermuda will probably be the bigger district, because it is the proverbial capital. I mean, it has the most people. It has 20,000 people. Then again, actually, let's go through the stats real quick. There's 20,000 there. Oblong Hills, which admittedly has more higher density, has 32,000. So even though this is bigger in landmass, it's not the same. No one lives here in Myrtle because it's all commercial. Like, not a single soul. Same thing with Ouroboros because it's commercial or industrial. 16 in Anchor. 7 in Penal Colada. And New Oblong should be a lot more. Yeah, 11. Moore has 0. And Belmont is 18. Wow. Wow, Belmont has more people than Anchor. Then again, Anchor only has low-density housing. Belmont is mixed. That's amazing, I gotta say. This is actually filling out really beautifully. I mean, I'm just ragging on most of the session today, but I at most, all I can really do is, why the fuck aren't you demolishing? This is just bullshit. Whoops. Instead of clicking a button, I demolished the building. I demolished people's livelihood. And commercial is still on the rag. Like, seriously, it won't stop. I guess that's my cue to just keep building commercial. Where am I gonna put it? I do remember explicitly stating that I want this to be a commercial area, but really how? I mean, it could potentially support Belmont, but now that I think about it, Belmont doesn't even have a way to go to it. The other cities do, but Belmont, if they want to go to the city, they literally have to go all the way to the end. And I don't even think there's a U-turn. Like, they can go to the end here. Okay, they can U-turn right here. But at that point, it's not even worth it. Like, this is, I guess, I created my own little conundrum. Unless I literally dug a tunnel and have it meet up with the other side, which is completely possible at this point. And you know what? Not only is it possible, it's going to happen. I'm going to do it right now. The commemorative tunnel of bullshit. So right now, we're going to cast under a tunnel that will link up on the other side here. Because it was a lack of reasonable design that I completely forgot about it. There you go. 180 and there. So now, folks that come from Belmont, which obviously is causing a traffic stir over here, can come back. Now these folks have to be able to come back through here as well. So therein lies the rub. Or not, because I can literally bridge the gap right here, which is actually pretty cool. That's going to be a congested piece of shit. I'm going to say it right now. Wow, they are steadily on the rise. As much as I want to just start plonking this shit down over here, I feel like I still have some obligation to anchor and this center area right here. So if industrial and office demand keeps growing, I'll expand, I guess, more point. But with the way commercial and residential are going, I might as well just expand anchor, because anchor is a mixed bag and it's already kind of set up for it, and it's got space to grow and it can still sustain a grid. While Belmont Hills, it's any of its neighbors, I have to make adjustments to major infrastructure that I don't even know if I have the patience for today. So, yeah. But overall, it's still a nice city. I like Belmont. Even though I'd say I never live in some of these cities, Belmont is definitely one, mostly because of the beachfront property and the really quaint houses that have to do with being here. But then again, I also like Pina Colada. Like, Pina Colada has a small city charm, like a small town charm to it. Although the traffic in the center is abysmal, mostly because of the heavy trucking, which at this point I'm inclined to policy the shit out of. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? City planning, heavy traffic ban. Go to hell. Yeah, so please have no more trucks here. Although, admittedly, most of the traffic is concentrated up here where the trucks go into this turn to go to here to roundabout, and nothing down this main drag at all. Like, there's nothing here. That says a lot about the traffic AI and my ability to create shit like this. Oh, jeez. But it's still quite a thing to look at the city and then you see shit like this. Like, the city isn't a well-oiled machine. I'll admit it firsthand. But when you have a gaggle, a clusterfuck of boats, like, what's a good way to frame it? Like this. This is I guess an epitome of my city. This is like my city summarized right here. Ship to ship to ship to ship. The shipping centipede, as you would call it.